Yo guys, what is up? Unidentified Fool, and today I'm actually bringing you some gameplay of the actual very first Halo. As you can tell in the background, the screen is a lot smaller, and unfortunately when you play Xbox original games, this is the screen that you're actually seeing on my widescreen TV. I haven't figured out how to actually stretch this out yet. I may possibly be able to do this once I get into my render settings, but I don't think it's going to work. Now, this gameplay, I'm going to try and play the whole mission, so depending on how long the mission is, it is going to be quite a long mission, and this is a live commentary, so you're going to have to bear with me. I probably haven't actually commentated for this length on any of my videos yet, so this video is kind of like a judge if I can live commentary and play as a Let's Play, or if I have to record it separately. So I have played Halo before, and as you could in some of my videos before, you could tell that I am actually quite a fan of Halo. I probably played this around 11 or 12 years ago, because I believe this was released in the late 2001 if I remember, so that would make me around 12 or 13 when I actually played this game. And I actually remember because I actually got this game and one of my friends came around and we absolutely bossed this on every level from the easy all the way up to legendary. So it is a game, and straight away you can tell the first mission is Pillar of Autumn, as you can kind of tell on the ship there. And I do remember, from what I remember of this mission, you're kind of escaping the spaceship that's blowing up and being invaded by other grunts. So yeah, let's get on with the gameplay anyway and kind of talk a little bit about it while I try and play. I'll leave the sequences in because obviously it's quite interesting to watch them. Hopefully I'm not ranting too much through them and you can kind of enjoy the gameplay in the background. Straight away you can kind of tell the graphics are a lot different because obviously I've played Halo 4, I bought it on the release night. So the graphics from Halo 4 they're quite cinematic if you're with me compared to the old Halo. This is probably the last time I played this, was probably about 8 years ago maybe. No, I did play it like over 12 years ago, but I've probably played it since. Obviously you kind of play games a bit more. I'm not somebody who just puts down a game and never plays again. I do tend to play it and play it again and kind of get my use out of it, especially at the cost of games these days. But the graphics are a lot different compared to the Halo 4 ones, you know what I mean? Kind of reminds me a little bit of playing Half-Life. I did recently play a bit of Half-Life, and yeah, it reminds me of the graphics of that. Running around with your crowbar, killing all the little aliens. What an awesome dude. I wonder what... I don't think you get the ability to drive a Warthog here. If I remember rightly, you start off and you kind of get used to your suit and you're racing around killing all the little grunts and that. Not overly sure. Look at that, the difference with the tanks compared to what they are now. They're a lot more boxy now. Well, they're a lot more boxy there, sorry, than they are in the thing of the Warthogs in the background. Although the Warthogs don't look overly different. Well, they probably do, but they don't look too much difference compared to the tanks. You know what I mean? If you look on the arm on the people, wow, that's a lot different. Another thing that I kind of want to speak about is, obviously I believe Bungie made all the games all the way up to Halo 3, if I believe, and then 343 took over from Reach and Halo 4, and although Bungie kind of detached themselves from doing Halo and 343 took over, Halo 4 did seem to follow on quite well, which for a sequence, you know, of going from Halo 1 up, it managed to take on the kind of the already storyline that was there and managed to still keep at it, which is pretty good. Halo 3 for me is my personal favourite. I have actually got some gameplay on Halo 3, which I do actually carry the whole team. It was literally my first game back on Team Slayer, and I will probably upload that in the next couple of days after this and show you. I mean, I used to play Halo 3 ridiculously, especially multiplayer. Ooh, Master Chief. Sorry, I get very distracted when I start getting games. Am I going to actually start to be able to control this? Oh, come on, let's have a look. Yeah. Come on, let me have my box. Come on, let me have my box.
Sorry for the quick thaw, Master Chief.
Ooh, what we got?
But this orientation should pass quickly.
I like how the similarities of the story is still kept in the kind of the background is very similar, you know, the story is kept pretty well. Look around, I can see things. Let me out of my box, I want out. Come on. Hello, can I get out now? Oh, health.
Vital signs look normal.
The health bar's in the middle usually,
Okay,
because
sir, go ahead and
I
climb
never
out
remember
the
it being
driver's
at the
seat.
side. Let's get out of here. Boom, straight. Oh, I kind of half expected a bit of a louder sound than that straight through the floor.
Take a quick look around
Right,
the
let's see
cryo
what
bay
we
and
got.
get the optical
Yeah,
diagnostic
all
station
quite
when you're
similar,
ready.
spinning around. Also, we're speaking of E3, that there is a possibility of Halo 5 coming out in some point in 2014, especially with the next generation as well. I think that's going to be absolutely awesome, especially when I first got Halo 4, I thought the cinematics and playing the campaign on Halo 4 was absolutely awesome. The only thing that I didn't like was I thought Halo 4 was rather short in terms of the campaign, and I think they did concentrate a lot. Oh, 1 minute, target. Up, up, up. Oh, no. Oh, I don't know why I'm looking at grenades. And showing how bad my aiming is here. Yeah, Halo 5 coming out, and after seeing Halo 4 and the cinematics, it's going to be absolutely, the graphics are going to be insane. Oh, I don't like this way. Although it looks like I performed a little bit better. But yeah, the cinematics in Halo 4 were absolutely amazing. So Halo 5 on next gen will absolutely be out of this world. One thing that I think Microsoft have done overly well with is bringing out Halo. It's probably, I kind of did read a bit of reviews before I did this copy because I like to have a little bit of statistics and stuff when I'm talking about, so I don't sound like some complete and utter jackass. Halo is probably one of the most games that's sold out of every kind of franchise game, even as much as Call of Duty. I believe it sold something like 300 million copies of Halo 3 in like 2 years. I mean, that's pretty amazing if you think 300 million people bought one game. I mean, I'm sure now Call of Duty have absolutely, blown Halo out of the water, but back then, that's pretty impressive. 300 million people playing a game. I mean, as years go on, the more people get into gaming. Obviously, there's a lot more people into gaming than there was then. There still was a shitload of people. Oops, mind my French. There was still a hell of a lot of people. But, I mean, now it's kind of doubled. Obviously, population gets more, people seem to reproduce a lot more, which makes more babies, and babies makes more people that could be gamers or footballers. Don't even get me started with football. 85 million for Gareth Bale is not worth it. He's not even that good. I'm going to get some hate off a Tottenham fan now. Anyway, back to Halo. Kind of want to get started now and start kind of racing. Come on. Quite like a Warthog. I used to love driving the Warthogs, although I was absolutely terrible at it. Right, are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Ooh, elite. Well, you didn't last long, did you, sir? You gonna give me a gun? Give me a gun. Don't you go that way? Oh, you're dead. That was a bit unfortunate, wasn't it, for you? Oh well. Let's go. I do race around a little bit here. I do like to move fast. As you can tell from the game, the way I play, I am a very rushy player, and I do run around too much and don't take in the scenery, which probably should do a little. When am I going to get a gun? When am I going to get a gun? Am I just meant to run from these people forever? Where am I going? In here? Punch, punch, punch. Why can't I punch you? I'll just let you kill them instead. Dead? I literally have nothing. What am I meant to kill people with? What am I meant to do? Other than run? Ooh, I have a flashlight. No, how do you turn this on? I'm just going to button bash and hope for the best. It's quite weird because the buttons are obviously quite similar. You guys are dead. No weapons in the holders. You're not going to let me have one? No. Right now I am just fleeing from bullets that are flying over my shoulder, and my shield is going down, and it's recharging. I'm getting checkpoints, so I must be going in the right area. Right. Important person, where are you? You must be important. Look, I am going to keep on going on about the graphics, because obviously, like, when you get to better, and then when you go down to what at one stage was amazing, you can obviously see that they're pretty bad. Well, they wouldn't have been bad for 2001, you know what I mean? The graphics for 2001, you think 2001 was 12 years ago, these would have been absolutely outstanding, like I believe Halo 4 was. but when you like, obviously you progress over years and then you go back and take a look at something you thoroughly enjoyed, do you enjoy it again? I mean, so far, obviously, we haven't really got into this, but I absolutely love Halo, so I know damn well that I'm going to enjoy this. But
I'm initiating cold protocol.
what's everyone's opinions? Do you enjoy going back and playing games that were your favourite, or does it kind of kill the enjoyment that you had and the kind of the idea or what you remember playing that game? Like, I was a big Red Faction fan when it was a FPS, and then when it kind of turned into the third person from like Armageddon onwards. I haven't played the last one, but I can't think, is it Armageddon? The one with the orange cover anyway, Guerrilla, Red Faction Guerrilla. Played that and you were just running around third person with a hammer, breaking stuff, and I never really got into that one, whereas I absolutely loved Red Faction. In fact, I believe they do actually do that for Xbox, that might next be my Let's Play. If these work pretty well, I'm thinking of doing kind of like maybe 2 releases a week of playing Halo until I get it completed, and then I'm going to move on to some more Xbox originals, so I'm going to have like new games and old games on my channel to give a bit of variety. And I mean, in terms of my schedule, I haven't uploaded previously for about 6 days, and the reason being is my laptop is being a pile of rubbish. It's about as much good as a chocolate teacup. It won't let me see my inbox in my YouTube, it won't let me write a comment on any channels. It's got some sort of ads that isn't anything to do with YouTube. I get it on Facebook or Twitter, so it's some sort of like little mini virus, and I've had to wipe my computer again, and today is the first time I've had it back. We've now got Katana in my head. One thing, would you put a woman in your brain, or to like kind of talk to you in your brain? Is that something that is a good idea? I think in the real world nobody would do that. You gonna give me a weapon? Pistol, come on, give me a gun. What? Am I just gonna run around with no weapons or anything for the whole game? I wanna blast stuff up, I wanna shoot stuff, I wanna make a mess. Oh. Hello. Yeah, these little grunts. I remember these little grunts, they were so annoying. Well, obviously I remember them, I played Halo 4. But they've got no sticky grenades. Usually they are assault rifle. Now we are talking. Now this is how much of a Halo fan I am. I can pretty much tell. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. I could tell pretty much how many bullets it takes to kill the elites and the grunts. And on Halo 3, when I was playing multiplayer, I knew how many bullets I needed to put into somebody and then hit him to drop him. Pretty much to the mark. I played Halo 3 probably for like online. I'd probably say 4 hours a day at least. It was the only game I played. I never actually played Call of Duty 4 when it came out. Me and my friends were just Halo 3 players all the way. Team doubles, team SWAT, team snipes even. I wasn't very good at team snipes, but team SWAT and team doubles I was awesome with. I was all the way up to level 50 in Medipack. Got any health. I was all the way up to level 50 in Team Slayer and Team Doubles. I must admit my Team Doubles one was somehow kind of boosted. I don't know how that worked, but my friend managed to do it. So yeah, I did cheat on that one. And on my old videos, but I think I took them off my channel now because I've taken all the old videos that are completely useless. I've left up some like Total Media Extreme downloads and stuff for people that it's useful for, but on one of my channels I did talk about I used to have a JTAG Xbox, where for people that wouldn't know what they are now, it used to be so that you could do your level 10 prestige on Call of Duty 4, World at War and MW2 at the time. Obviously Black Ops hadn't come out and Black Ops 2 hadn't come out. I have no idea what you do with mods and stuff now, and looking back it was a very crappy thing and a waste of time. I did have fun. I wouldn't say I made any real money out of it. I got a lot of Microsoft points and stuff. I met a lot of cool people along the way, some people that I still actually speak to today, but generally hacking, boosting, maybe because I'm older now, I don't believe it's a great thing to do. Everybody has their times, and that's how you learn. And yeah, I kind of did dibble and dab in having a flashed Xbox, which I hope Microsoft are watching this because they're going to can me if they do. So yes, I was getting games cheaply, legally. No, it wasn't illegal, but so it. Did I do shooting? But yeah, I think everybody at one stage has had like a hacked account or a 10th prestige account, so I'm sure I'm not the only person there. Please don't dislike this video just because I've openly admitted that I used to do JTagging. So it was a long time ago in my naive stage, and I know now it kind of ruins games for people. Anyway, yeah, sorry, I've completely gone off topic and ranting. We'll carry on to go like bashing the hell out of this elite and killing these little grunts. I actually think, if I remember rightly, this is coming quite close to the end of the mission. That's the only thing I found with Halo missions. They always were really quite quick. There was a lot of them, but it was rather quick, which is a shame because usually, when you play a mission on the usual game, you know, they're usually a good half an hour long, maybe. I don't know, I've been playing a lot of GTA 4 recently, so you don't really kind of have like a checkpoint in how far you're in the game. Obviously, with Halos, you know how many kind of missions you have to complete the game, so you have a kind of rough idea of where you are, whereas with GTA 4, if you get a percentage bar, that's about it. But yeah, really looking forward to GTA 5, cannot wait for that to come out on next generation. Probably going to throw this out here. I was thinking of doing it as like in a video, but I didn't really want to jump on the whole hype of PS4 versus Xbox. But I am actually going to be a PS4 man come when they come out. I'm quite looking forward to it. I think it's only like 6 weeks now until the next generation starts, which is really close, really. I'm not really talking about everyone playing in the background, so I'm going to shut up, talk about crap, and carry on talking. I do apologise, it's because it's a live commentary and I'm racing around and it's quite hard for me. I've never done a live commentary before, I don't believe. I may have, I may be lying on that one. Come on, Elite, I was expecting him to go down then. I haven't seen any grenades being thrown at all. Them little grunts are usually running around with sticky grenades, like kamikaze suicide bombers, like true suicide bombing little buggers that they are. They used to absolutely annihilate me. I used to die repetitively only because of the grunts. It never used to be anything else in Halo. It always used to be the little grunts with the little stickies, always somehow managed to stick me as if they had aimbot or something. Elite's never a problem. Little grunts, the little tiniest things on the whole game, managed to absolutely annihilate me. Now how backwards is that? I suppose in a way though, because that's the challenge. But no grenades. I don't have any grenades either, which is annoying me.
The life pods are launching.
Down,
We should hurry.
I'm a bit confused now. Where am I going? Am I going in there?
Ship's maintenance access ways.
No.
Follow the nav.
Where am I going? And then get in a pod. No pods. No pods. No pods. Oh. So I was meant to go there after all. Why was it locked? A bit confused. See here the old Xbox buttons. I've just noticed that on the screen. And that's why I'm struggling to find my flashlight. Obviously it's, you know, completely instructed, you know, it's not going to be, they're not going to have instructions for the next console, so, yes, where am I going? It's like a tunnel of despair. When am I going to get out of this? Come on, left, 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 left.
I'm detecting Covenant movement outside the access ways.
Where am I going? I'm quite scared that I'm going to get absolutely, like, packed in by grunts and I'm going to die. Although they do have sticky grenades, which is a plus. Can't get through there. Don't go back. Oh, I'm stuck now. Where am I going? I am completely and utterly lost. Kind of stuck quite statuine then. I think I'll kill him. Right, it must be this door. It won't be half open. Ah. Let's be aware, and that's the beat down button. B. How I know. Although I have been using it psychologically, I remember hitting a few elites. Psychologically, I'm just playing the game, because obviously the buttons are. I think it's Southpaw that I play on Halo. I believe it's Southpaw. Yeah, it's Southpaw. B is the button. All of my friends had the different control settings to me, but I always played Southpaw, and it worked for me pretty well. Obviously, everybody else has different opinions to button layouts and the way they play, sensitivity and everything. I've always been a very... Oh, are we back here? That's where I started. Why am I coming back? I don't want to be back. I want to be out of the ship. Let me out. Oh, you got burnt. Toasted on the barbecue. But yeah, I've completely lost track of where I was going, yeah, sensitivity. All my friends, like quite a lot of my friends, when they're quickscoping on Xbox or anything, they're at like 8, 9, 10. I'm always on like 5 or 6. I think on like COD, if I'm like quickscoping or anything, I'm like 8. On Halo, I'm really low. I still do really well. I don't feel that my deaths are caused because my sensitivity is too low. I can't just turn around and shoot somebody. So I'm not. But I can't understand how people can run around and it's flicking all over the screen because you're completely inaccurate. But some people manage to still be like crazily inaccurate. And when you watch like snipers like Optic Midnight or Nade Shot or Small Beans or anything like that, they're all using like 10 sensitivity and they're obviously amazing snipers. It's a bit contrary to my comment really, but I really don't understand how you can be that accurate and how you can be that accurate with a weapon when your sensitivity is absolutely crazy. When you touch it and you're nearly doing it 180, it's backwards for me. Personally, I kind of like to be able to fight a little bit and running out of bullets. Grenades! So I've got grenades now, barely. Yeah, I can deal with that. I could do with some ammo though, but I'm not going to get any with the assault rifle. So I've got 39 bullets to save my life. Some crazy energy.
One last lifeboat. Quickly, get aboard
Looks
before
like
it
I'm going
launches.
to have to pistol whip the rest of these guys. So, where am I going? Where am I going? Come on, pod, where are you? I know you have to like hop into a pod or hop into like an escape chute, but I just can't find it. It's kind of bringing back some really good memories of playing this, but I always played it to 2-player. This is probably the first time I've played it single player on my own. I don't think you can play Halo any other way other than System Link though, so I must have just done it cooperative. I've never actually done System Link, ever. I've done it through my router with the Xbox. I do Black Ops and we've had like a games night around at the flat with a load of my friends, but System Link with the old Xboxes, we never did that, because you wouldn't have had like routers properly. But where is this pod? I am well and truly lost. Yeah, we never kind of had routers back then. Jump! Run!
Now would be a very good time to leave.
Yeah, I am the strength of God. I can just throw you around. But great, leave the other 3 guys. We'll just take 1. The 3 guys don't even matter. So yeah, Pillar of Autumn, I think, is completed. I'm only playing this on normal, so don't be expecting no crazy deaths. I really hope that you've enjoyed the first Let's Play of Halo 1. And as you can see, that's Halo there, I believe, the ring. I really hope you've enjoyed this first video, and drop comments below. I realise this commentary, in terms of topic, is quite hard, because I believe we've just gone over the 22-minute mark of video for live commentary. For me, I'm quite impressed with myself. And I'm actually going to check this video back, because I don't believe I've actually earned all the way through, which was one of my targets when I was speaking to people about advice about my channel and my commentaries, how I could pick it up. So yeah, if you did enjoy the commentary, please just drop a comment. Even if it sucked, it's really good to just hear people's comments, even if it's constructive criticism. If you enjoyed watching it and you'd like to see more, hit the like button. And if you really kind of enjoyed me being around, it'd be really nice if you could hit the subscribe button. It would really make my day. Cheers, guys.